कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम् यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषम् गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनम् अभीशं मक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमद राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीद् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायापतये नमः मङ्गलं कोसलेन्द्राय महनीयगुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनुजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम्. In our life, there are two things that can happen. That which we expect and that we don't expect. That which we expect are predictable. That which we don't expect are unpredictable. That which we expect are predictable, that which we don't are unpredictable. And in that predictable also, there are two categories: certain and uncertain. What is certain? That we get old. What is uncertain? When do we die? So, broadly speaking, predictable and unpredictable. Predictables are getting old. And in unpredictables also, there is certain and uncertain. Certain is death. Uncertain is when. Certain is old age, but it is when. So let us look at the unpredictables. Sorrow, unhappiness, failures, losing people, losing health. So in this kind of situation, the way we react is decided by what guna is predominant in us. When we deny a situation and fight against it, that is rajas. When we deny a situation and blame ourselves, that is tamas. When we accept a situation and overcome that, then it is sattva. Any situation which is unpleasant to us, we can deny and blame others. We can deny and blame ourselves. Or we can accept and see what solution can be done. In the sattva also there are two aspects of it. One is that I accept. Why do you accept? Because Bhagavad Ichcha. It is Lord's wish. This is how it has to happen. It's Lord's wish. And I have no question on this. I accept Lord's wish. So such a person, how does he overcome? If he has a faith in God, he has no complaint about it. He said, if Bhagavan wants me to go through it, there must be a reason. Let me go through it. Second is, you may say that according to Purva Karma, I have done in something in the past because of which I am suffering this. And therefore not blaming but accepting, yes, this is my Purva Karma. Why I am saying this is, Dasharatha will mention both of it here. We'll come to that. So, I did something wrong and therefore it is happening. It's interesting that in the Semitic religions, Christianity, Islam and Judaism, etc., karma theory is not there. So, it is Bhagavan's Ichcha. And that is the reason why you go and ask for forgiveness. And submit if you know that you did something, and according to Lord's wish only, what results, whether hell or heaven has to happen, according to His wish. So you have to go, whether you committed a crime at all or not, or you know it or not, you have to go and say, Lord, please forgive if at all I have done anything wrong, knowingly or unknowingly. You have to forgive me and then I have to be taken to your abode. Even in Hinduism it is there. Karacharana kridamba, kayajam karmajamba, shramana nairajamba, manasamba, aparadam, vihitam, avihitam va, sarvam edak kshamasva. Whereas a person who believes in karma does not allow or does not admit it is God who is giving me the punishment. It is a law. It is a law of karma. Now, the way out of this is how to correct it. See, because Sattva interested in correcting it, not condemning it, not regretting it, but correcting it. Correction comes, if you have a devotion, then there is no question of you need to do anything about it. You have total faith in God that He will take care of it. If you are walking the path of knowledge, then you say, who is suffering? This ego, this limited individuality, who perhaps did out of its own erroneousness, mistake. That is not me. My nature is the supreme reality, happened to be in this physical body and suffering through this. So the shift of attention through knowledge, that helps one to overcome this. If you look at the way Rama, Lakshmana and Sita reacted to situation, what did Rama say to Sumantra? Did he blame anyone? He did not blame anybody, even though he knows that Dasharatha could have done better. Kaikeyi had done something wrong. I could have done something different. He advised everybody, accept. Dasharatha, accept the situation and do your best. O Bharata, accept the situation and rule the kingdom. Take care of my father and mother. Treat my mother as your mother. Treat the father as still a king, etc. To his mother also he said, don't blame Dasharatha. Do your seva as usual and treat Bharata as the king, as the Yuvaraj. Though I am not there, but don't worry about it. Treat Bharata as your own son. Proceed on. Okay. What did Lakshmana do? He flared up and said, it is all because of the stupidity of this father. He could have done this and he had unnecessarily succumbed to the situation. I don't even consider my father as father anymore. My brother is all everything for me. I don't care anybody else. I don't want to even go back. Look at Sita, what she has done. She didn't say anything. She didn't utter a word. On the other hand, she said to herself, this is what our lot has come to. Thank God that I am with my husband. I'm sure I would not be as comfortable and happy if I had stayed back. I am with him, and so far as he is with me, I have no problem. He will take care of me. So that is the dhasi bhava, dhasa bhava. Bhagavad Gita. She didn't say anything to anybody. So she is sattvic by nature of devotion. Rama is sattvic by nature of karma. He will always look for dharma, whereas you can see the rajas in the case of Lakshman. Now you see Dasharatha, how he reacts to this. Sarga number 59. Mamatvam sha nivrittasya. Mamatvashva nivrittasya. Na pravartanta vartmani. Ushnam ashru vimuchanto. Rame samprastite vanam. Ubabhyam rajapudrabhyam. Adakritvaha manjalim. Prastito ratamastaya. Taddukkam abhidharayan. Guhena cha sardam tatraiva. Stitosmi divasan bahun. Ashaya yadi mam Ramaha. Punapshabdhapayedidi. Vishayete maharaja. Mahavyasanakarshitaha. Abhivruksha parimlanaha. Sapushpankurakaurakaha. Upataptodaka nadyaha. Palvalani saramsicha. Parishushka palashani. Mananyupavanani cha. Ubhapyam rajapudrabhyam madavaha ataha kritanjalim krutva. Krita anjalim krutva. Aham anjalim krutva. I did my salutations to both the boys. Upabhyam ratapudrabhyam. Radamastaya. Having sat in my chariot. Prastitaha. As I am ready to proceed. Mama ashvaha tu, my horses, na pravartante vartmani. Nivrittasya mama, me the one who is ready to return, ashvaha, horses, vartmani na pravartante. Pravartanta, yeah. They are not ready for returning. On the other hand, Ushnam ashru vimunchantaha. They were shedding very sorrowful tears. Rame prastitite samprastite vanam. On account of Rama being sent to forest. Not even horses were not ready to go. Dukkam api rarayan, whereas I am also carrying on my sorrow, ready to return, but they were not ready to go. Now, how can I come back when the horses are not ready to go? to show how much even the horses were so feeling for Sri Rama. So connected he was. And so I stayed back. Guhena sardam tatreva stitah asmi. I stayed back at Guha's place, Bahun Divasan, for many days. Why? I had a little hope. Ashaya. With little hope, what? Yadi mam Ramaha shabda apayedidi. At least, probably, Rama will change his mind and he will call me back. Chalo, aap bhi aa jao. Stay with me in the forest. Okay, I know that you are really unhappy to go back, so you stay back. That little asha I had, little hope I had. Even the horses had that little hope. See, Rama was very clear in his standpoint. If you don't go, there will be a big doubt in Kaige's mind. Dasharatha might have already planned for opening a kingdom for myself, and then would have sent me there. And actually sending to forest is not accomplished, for no report has come so far that I reached the forest. People have seen only me going up to the Ganges, Sarayu river. After that, they don't know what happened. So, and you also don't go, hell will break there. And I want not only to do the right thing, but people should know that I did the right thing. The promise has been kept. That needs to be assured to the person who has been given the promise. So he would not definitely call back Sumantra. But then Sumantra had little expectation. But then did not happen. However, he picked up his horses and returned. And then while coming back, he said, I noticed many things. Te vishaye te rajye maharaja mahavesana karshitaha abhi vrukshaha. Vrukshaha abhi mahavesana karshitaha. Even the trees were feeling the sorrow. They were afflicted by the sorrow of losing Sri Rama. Parimlanaha. They have become so dried up, withered away. Mlai means to wither away. Mlana is completely withered, dried up. Parimlanaha. Vrukshaha api. Sa pushpa angura korakaha. Along with the flowers, the shoots or the leaves, and even the buds, everything is completely dried up. All through, the whole of your country is, nowadays also, because of lack of rain or whichever be the reason, everywhere it is so dried up, thanks to humanity. We have really killed the ecology. We have egged out a maximum out of this world around us. The next generation will continuously curse us for what we have been doing. Everything dried up. The lakes are dried up, and ponds are dried up, and the rivers are dried up. Why? Because of our over-utilization of resources or not protecting the resources that are already there. Here it is because of the losing of Rama here. Upatapta udakaha nadhyah. The water has been completely exhausted in the rivers. Palvananicha ramsicha, in the ponds and the lakes. Parishushka palashayani, greenery is completely dried up. Vanani, upavananicha, forests and gardens and everything. While I was driving back, I could see all of them have completely deserted. Naja sarpanti satvani vyalana pracharanti cha Ramashoka tat Nishkujam iva tatvanam Lina pushpaka Lina pushkara patrascha Nadyascha kalushodakaha Santapta Padma Padminyo Linamina Vihangamaha Jalajani cha Pushpani Malyani Stalajani cha Nadibhantyalpagandhini Balani cha Yatapuram Atrodhyanani Shunyani Pralina Vihagani cha Nachabhiraman Pashyami Manujarshava Satvani na sarpanti. In Sanskrit, srup means to crawl. Crawl or slither. You know, the serpent is called serpent because it is sarpadi. Sarpanti means they are crawling. All the reptiles, those who do not have backbones, they are called reptiles. Right? Sarishrupa. Why? Why is Sarishrupa? Reptiles are Sarishrupas. Sari is water. Sarishrupa. So going in the water, that's what you mean. Okay. Srupa. So crawling, you know, important point about crawling is should not make sound. If snake comes, you will never know. They will not make sound at all. Our Gurudev used to say, so when I was in Bangalore, and we had a camp by Gurudev in year 1990. So I was in charge of the camp arrangements. A lot of work, you know, so many things to do. And so he would start the class, Kathopanishad he was teaching, in a place called Rajarajeshwari, you know that. That's a new building that they built at that time, new, completely new, first time we had used it. And so, he used to start the class, Kathopanishad. So I used to go late because of finishing things, getting ready. And I don't want to go when after he starts, he would not like anybody to walk in or walk out. Walk out, of course, definitely not. So the hall, let's say like this, and they have windows, and then there is a veranda side, you know, corridors. So I used to enter, he would see me at the doorway, but I will disappear. And I'll come and sit in the side so that I would not disturb anybody. And through the big window, I will look. That's how I remember first day when he was talking about the qualification of a student. Viveka Vairaka Sampati was talking about. And he said, there are some students who are so respectful to their gurus, they walk into the classroom like a serpent. Crawling into this first row, but without making any sound, like that one. Nobody could see. He was the only person who could see that because I sat there. I used to. So then later on he would tell me, you are like serpent you are entering in. I could see only there and then suddenly you appear here. So that is called srup. Srup is to crawl in. Sarpanti sattvani. Vyalaha na pracharanti. Vyala means wild animals. Because vyai, the very word vyai means wild. So Vyagra, that is also coming from that same only. Vya is the root word there, which means wild. So Vyalaha means in general here, all the wild animals. Na pracharanti, meaning even the wild animals cannot move, they are not seen moving, no reptiles moving about. Why? Ramashoka abhibhutam tat. Due to the great sorrow of losing Rama, And Nishkujam iva tatmanam. Manam api Nishkujam. No sound at all in the forest. The birds and other things which usually makes a whole forest filled with noise or roaring of the lions, nothing. Absolutely no sound. Leena Pushkara Patrascha. Pushkara Patrascha, when there are no more leaves in the lakes, etc. Nadyascha Kalusha Udakaha. Waters in the rivers are so dirty, unclean. There is no movement. Therefore, they are all completely stopped. Santapta Padmaha. All the lotuses have become dried up. Padminyaha, the stalks also. Obviously, when the water is not there, stalk dries up, and then the leaves and the flowers also dried up. And water is not there, therefore, Leena Meena Vihangamaha. And all the fishes are gone, and also Vihangamaha. So, waterborne various other birds which are from the water. Jalajani cha pushpani, flowers that are from the waters. Malyani stalajani cha, and flowers which are born in the earth. Na adibanti, they no more blossom brightly. Alpagandhini, with no more smell. Nowadays that's what we see. Put the flower inside the nose also, there is no smell. You put a perfume for each flower also. They don't shine up beautifully. Natural shine is not there. Natural smell is not there. Fruits also. Phalani cha yatapuram. Not also like Puram. Before, how it was, no more. Even the fruits have no taste. Atra udyani shunyani. All the forests are deserted. All the gardens are deserted. Pralina vihagani cha. Where there is no vihaga. Vihaga means bird. Vihayam gachanti di vihaga. Vihagani. Vihayam gachanti. Akashe gachanti. So they are the one which are flying in the air. That is, birds are also not there. Vihagani, pralina. Na cha abhiraman araman. Places where people generally relax is no more places of relaxation. Aram means to relax. Abhiraman, delightful. So no more delightful places to rest. Na pashyami, Manujarshaba, I do not see any more. So as I traveled from the forest where I left Rama, and as I came into the city, these are the things I witnessed. Which means the suffering that you are going through is not your own. Everybody is suffering in this process. In the process of you sending Rama up to forest, the whole country is going through the peril. Pravishantam Ayodhyayam Nakaschit Abhinandati Nararamam Apashyanto Nishwasanti Muhurmuhu Devarajaratam Drishtva Vinaramam Ihagatam Durat Ashrumukas Sarvo Rajamarge Gate Janah Gato Janah, right? Harme Vimanai Prasadaihi Aveksha Ratamagatam Ahakara Krita Naryo Rama Darshana Karshitaha Ayatair Bimalai Netraihi Ashruvega Pariplutaihi Anyonyam Abhivikshante Avyaktam Martatarastriyaha Namitranam Namitranam Udasina Janasya Cha Mahamartataya kamchit Vishesham nopalakshaye Aprakrishta manushyaste Dina nagaturangama Artaswara parimlana Vishwasan Vinishwasita Vinishwasita Niswana Nirananda Maharaja Rama Pravrajanatura Kausalya Putrahineva Ayodhya Pratipadime Ayodhyayam Pravishantam. As I entered into the Ayodhya, na kaschit abhinandati. Nobody was seen to be happy. Naraha, people, Ramam apashyantaha, without seeing Rama, nishvasanti muhurmuhu. They released a great sigh out of sorrow. Hey Deva, Rajaratham Ramam iha agatam vina agatam drishtva. Without seeing Rama, the royal chariot that is coming, Durat Ashrumukaha. From the very distance itself, when they see, they started having tears in their eyes. Sarvaha Rama Marge Gato Vanaraja Marge Gato Jana. They were all standing on the royal road waiting for this chariot for I don't know how long. But as soon as I entered, I see rows and rows of people standing there looking into the chariot and seeing no Rama. Crying aloud, Harmyehi Vimanehi Prasadaihi, from the mansions and the towers and the palaces. Aveksha Radhamagatam, seeing the royal chariot has come, ha ha akara kritanaryaha. All the various women there were standing behind the windows and witnessing things. They cried aloud, Rama adarshana karshita, suffering out of not seeing Rama anymore. Ayataihi vimalaihi netraihi, their wide eyes open, filled with so much tear. Ashruvega pariplutai, filled with forcefully coming water. Anyonyam abhivikshante, looking at each other. Avyaktam, without speaking a word, dumbfounded. Artatarastyaha, extremely afflicted women. And I do not see any difference between mitras or amitras or udasina. Mitra means friend. Amitra means enemies. There are no enemies, no friends who are different from each other. All of them equally are at this point artataraha. Artataya kachit vishesham na upalakshaye. Udasina means one who is indifferent, usually not affected by things. Udasina, sitting above. It's called udasina, indifferent. But even such a person is seen to be afflicted. Or a person who is a friend of Rama, he is also seen afflicted. One may not be a friend of Rama, he is also afflicted. Everybody is seen, no difference. Na vishesham upalakshaye. I don't see any difference. Aprakrishta manushyaha, people who have no more delight in their heart. Dina naga turangama. And not only they are looking so inconsolably sad, naga turangamaha, even the nagas means elephants, turangama means horses. Turang gacchati iti turangama. Turangamaha artaswara parimlanaha. Vinishvasita nishvanaha. They are air exhausting themselves with crying loudly. Artaswara parimlana, sunk in their sorrow. Nirananda, joyless. He Maharaja, Nama Pravrajanaturava. seeing that Rama is no more there, he has been exiled. And the whole city looked like so deserted, like Kausalya Putrahina Iva Ayodhya Pradipati. For me, Ayodhya looked like Kausalya without son. How she is so lost. So is the condition of Ayodhya without the real sun. The sun was rising and setting, but no sun. The sun which is setting and rising no more had an effect on the people. They were all unhappy. Now comes Dasharatha's point, because he has asked for it. Now he replies to Sumantra, listening to this situation right now. As I said, there can be 3 different reactions possible. Reaction number 1, condemn everything, curse oneself. Reaction number 2, blame somebody. Don't accept the situation, deny the situation, blame somebody, or accept the situation, try to correct it. Now what does Dasharatha do, you think? What is his condition right now? Now you see how he is reacting to it. Sutasya vachanam shrutva vacha paramadinaya bashpopahataya sutam idam vachanam abravit kaikeya viniyuktena Papa Vijana Bhavaya Mayana Mantra Kushalai Vriddaihi Sahasamartitam Nasuhridbirna Chamatyaihi Mantrayitva Sanegamaihi Mayaya sammohat Striheto sahasa kritah Bhavitavyataya nunam Idam va vyasanam mahat Kulasyasya vinashaya Praptam sudayadrichaya Sutam yadyasthite kinchit Mayapi sukrutam krutam Tvam prapayashu mam ramam Prana samtvarayanti mam Yadyatyapi mamevajñā Nivartayatu ragavam Na shakshami vinaramam Muhurtam abhijeevitum Vachanam Sutasya Shrutva, listening to the words of the charioteer. One important point here is the charioteer, it's a driver after all. Interestingly, in Kathopanishad, what we find, the beautiful simile is given. Buddhim tu saratim viddhi. Buddhi is sarati. Atma tu ratinam viddhi. One's own self is the owner of the chariot. And shariram ratamevatu. Body is the chariot. So body is the chariot. My soul is the owner. Buddhi is the driver. Indriyani hayanahuhu. Sense organs are horses. And mana pragrahamevacha. The mind is the rein, the steering wheel. Vishayani gocharani. The road is nothing but objects of the senses. Atmendriya Manoyuktam, the Atma Indriya Mana Yuktam, Bhokta Ityahur Manishna. So, who is the Bhokta here? Atma Mana Indriya Yuktam. Connected to all these things is the Bhokta, the enjoyer or experiencer. Now, the charioteer here himself is under so much of inconsolable sorrow. Buddhi itself is in sorrow, who will help? If the driver itself is confused, where does the car go? Cargo only. Car cannot go anywhere. So here what we see, Dasharatha had only one person who is sane in the whole situation. Rama, he is gone. Now, he definitely depended upon Sumantra for advice. And he himself is coming with so much of unhappiness. Who is there to console Dasharatha at all there? Nobody. And he suddenly feels lonely. See, when you do not have anybody who listens and gives you the right advice, you get lost. Whom am I going to talk to then? So he says here, Shrutva Vachanam Suta Sudasya, having listened to the words uttered by Suta, Bashpa Upahataya Vacha Paramadinaya, extremely agitated, impoverished as though. Dina means poor actually. Helpless. Dina. And with such a helpless state, and which is, his words are being disturbed by the choking emotions. Bashpa upahataya vacha. Idam vachanam sutam abravit. He addressed to Suta. What did he say? First and foremost thing is, I so regret. So the regretfulness. What? Kaikeya papa abhijana bhavaya viniyuktena. Associating myself with papa abhijana bhavaya. That's the word used is so strong there. Born of sin. Only sinful intention she has. Associated with her viniyuktena, maya by me na mantra kushalaihi vruddaihi sahasamartitam. I didn't consult with people of sane mind. Mantra kushalaihi. Mantra kushalaihi means those who are very good in giving the right advice. Kushala means adapt. Kushalata. Kushalata means adaptiveness. Adapt. A-D-E-P-T. Adapt. Mantra kushalaihi vruddaihi. People of age who have a very clear understanding of what is right and wrong. Saha na samartitam. I didn't consult them at all. See, for selecting Rama, he consulted everybody. But rejecting Rama, he didn't consult anybody. He had a big meeting with the people and his ministers and then all the rishis and munis and say, how do we do it? Who do we do it? And all that deliberation went on and then fixed. Rama as Yuvraj, and then this is a date and this is a time and this is a... Within no time, he destroyed the whole thing without asking anybody. Na suhrudbihi, I didn't even consult my own friends or well-wishers. Na cha amatyaihi, not with my ministers. Mantrayitva, na mantrayitva sanegamaihi. Nigama means Vedas. Nigama. Naigamaihi, with those who are well versed in the Vedas. Naigamaha, Naigamaihi, with those people who are well versed, Shastris or scholars. I didn't ask them either. Major decision of his life he did without asking anybody. That is the major blunder there. If only he had listened to anybody, they would have definitely given him the advice, right advice. So, Maya ayam artaha, by me this act, sammohat, due to delusion, stri hetoho, for the sake of my wife, sahasakrataha. Inadvertently, quickly I did, sahasa, quickly, suddenly I did it. And now he says, I think it's fate. Now you see that one is Bhavitavyataya nunamidam. Nunam indeed idam bhavitavyataya. It has to happen. Kya kare? Now I cannot go back and change it. So it looks like that's what it has to happen. Bhavitavyataya nunamidam va vyasanam mahat. This great sorrow has supposed to be happening this. That's what it looks like. Asya kulasya vinashaya. For the sake of destruction of the entire clan. Praptam, edrichaya praptam. Suddenly it came. Oh Sudha. It just came. I don't know. Edrichaya, without even expecting anything. If I had expected this to happen, I would have prepared myself, but I didn't expect this. Edricha. If at all, he Sudha, yadyastite kinchit maya api sukrutam krutam. If at all there is something good that you can be doing to me, at least, Tvam Ramam Prapaya Ashu. Ashu, quickly take me to Ram. Pranaha Santvaryantima. My life is just ebbing away. Just about to leave. Before it leaves, please take me to Ram. And he says, presently, I don't even know whether I have any command over anybody. I lost my command. Yet adyapi, yet, if even today, mama eva agnya, yet, if there is, my command is still valid, nivartayutu raghavam. Go and bring back Raghava. Na shakshyami vinaramam muhurtam abhijivitam. Without him, without seeing him, even a little time, I will not be able to live at all. Muhurtam abhijivitam na shakyami. I will not be capable of living. So here we see how he is either regretting for what he has done or blaming a situation and finding himself inconsolably. There is no answer for him, helpless. Pruddhaddam shro maheshwa atavapi mahabahuhu gato duram bhavishyati mami varatamaropya shigram ramaya darshaya Vrittaddam stro maheshvasaha Kvasau lakshmana purvajaha Yadi jivami sadvenam Pashyeyam sitaya saha Lohitaksham mahabahum Amuktamani kundalam Ramam yadina pashyeyam Gamishyami yamakshayam Atonukim dukkataram Yoham ishvakunandanam Imam avastam apanno Neha pashyami rahavam Ha Rama Ramanuja Aha Vaidehi tapasvini Namam janita dukkena Priyamanam anatavat Atava or Mahabahu Ramaha Sri Rama Duram gataha bhavishyati. Ramaha api duram gataha. If you are not able to take me to him, I cannot, I told I cannot live for a moment. And in case Rama has gone far away, which you don't even know how far he has gone, then what you do? So, Mameva Ratam Arobhya, take me into the chariot, Shigram Ramaya Darshaya. At least take me closer to him. Let me have at least in a distance where he has gone. I may not probably see him, but at least go near to where he is staying so that I will have a vision of Rama. And here he says, such a Rama, the sweetheart of mine. He is explaining the physical beauty of Rama here. Vrittadamshtraha. Damshtra is teeth. Dant is teeth. That's why dental. Vritta means a clean array of teeth. Without even any, what do you call? What is that shield they put now? What is that they put now? Hidden shield or something? Invisya, whatever they put. Nowadays what they do, not only keep the teeth arrayed like this, they cut also. That grind. I was really surprised. I went to a dentist and then I was lying there. They were cleaning. And the lady who was cleaning, usually they put the mouth guard and then so that after she finished that, then she removed that and then she was talking to me. I looked at this, right? Bottom was also straight. There is no up and down there. Not only the top, bottom also. It looks like somewhat artificial to me. Both top and bottom, straight. That's so put in a scale and then measured. Very nice, of course, looking. Then I asked the dentist lady, is it natural or made? He said, no, they cut it, they grind it. They not only straighten this, but this part also they just straight. Bhagavan, without any of those, he had a straight teeth. Without any of those extra fittings there. Vrittadramshraha, Maha Ishwasaha, having a mighty arrow with himself, Ishwasaha, Kwa Asau Lakshmana Purvajaha, where is he? The one who is the brother or elder brother of Lakshmana. Yadi Jimavi, in case I have to live, Sadhu enam pashyayam sitaya saha. It is only possible when I clearly see Sadhu, clearly enam, Ramam, sitaya saha pashyayam, seeing him along with Sita only. Lohitaksham mahabahum. Lohita aksham. Lohita means reddish or copper. Loha means any metal is loha. Lohita aksham means red. Lohita also means red, reddish. So it is said that Sri Rama had, or even Krishna, you will find, the corner of his eyes will be kind of reddish. It is to show the compassion the Lord has. In his eyes, there is always a part of his eyes is full of compassion, and that is shown in the form of the red tinge he will have at the end of the eye. So, Lohitaksham Mahabahum Amuktamanikundalam. And his ears having the beautiful pearls and jewelries. Ramam Yedina Pashyayam, if in case, if I don't see him, Yamakshayam Gamishyami. Yamadhamam Gamishyami. I will go only to the abode of Yama. Ado nukim dukkataram. What else can be most sorrowful? Yaha aham ikshvagunandanam imam avastam apannaha neha bashyami raghavam. Not seeing Rama and saying in this condition which I have come to, this is the greatest sorrow of my life. There is nothing more can happen to me. Ha Rama, oh Rama, oh Ramanuja, oh Lakshmana. Ha Vaidehi Tapasvini, oh most austere Vaidehi. Dukkena mriyamanam anadavat namam janita. Me, the one who is now in this, about to die, mriyamanam, this about to die situation, anatavat, as though orphaned. He says, nobody is there really. If Rama, Lakshmana, Sita are not there, I am nobody. I have nobody to look after me. This way, he was lamenting so intensely. There is only one person who could understand his problem there at this point. That was Kausalya. And so she comes to his rescue. We'll see that in the next session. Aganida guna gana bhushana Rama Ashrita vatsala jaya jaya Rama Ayodhya vasi Sita Rama Apad bandhava jaya jaya Rama Dasharatha nandana Sri Rama Dashamukhamardana Jaya Jaya Rama Kausalya Sukhavardhana Rama Kamita Palada Jaya Jaya Rama Papa Vimochana Sri Rama Pattabhirama Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Vallabha Sita Rama Jaya Raghu Rama Jaya Siya Rama Vanara Sevita Sri Rama Varidhi Vandana Jaya Jaya Rama Hanumat Pujita Sita Rama Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama Patita Pavana Sita Rama Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman ki jai Umapati Mahadev ki jai Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki